Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
The modern day Mr. Rogers.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
This is Ace and Friends.
Fun, funny, and fast. I still sound rough today.
You do? You've been coughing? Listen to you.
I just woke up this morning like this. Struggling. And I don't feel bad. It's all like that, whatever it is in my sinuses and my throat and everything. Mm-hmm. Throat hurts. Nostrils feel all flared or whatever. That's probably not a good description of what I've got, but you get the idea of how I feel. Like you don't feel bad, but you have this weird thing going in your head. I guess I got it from Dax, who's kind of experiencing his first little bout of illness in his life after 13 months, which is that's pretty good. You can go 13 months before you get a little cold or something. So
they're coughing in your face and
he's coughing and sneezing at the same time and like shooting pacifiers across the room and all at once. That he thinks that's funny. Snot's dripping out of his nose, off his chin. Oh, the joys of parenthood. While being an old guy.
You want some expired Mucinex?
No, I'm good, Rob. Thanks. Okay. I'd rather just give my baby non-expired Mucinex.
I got plenty.
How expired is expired?
August 2023. Expired.
No, that's a little bit too expired. That's coming up on a year.
Maybe.
Yeah, if it's close, I'll take a chance on things.
Oh, sure. If an Advil is expired, I'm like, well, so what? I'm taking that Advil.
I'll probably go ahead and take 2 just to make sure that, I figured all it's done, expired Advil, it just means it's not as
potent or.
Yeah, there you go. The strength has been lessened. So I'll double up and take 2 of those.
Yeah. We got to use this ibuprofen in here before October, though.
There's a lot of ibuprofen left. So now you're saying, Rob, we should all just start taking 3 or 4 ibuprofen a day just as a precautionary measure.
I mean, it's an anti-inflammatory. It's good for you.
Yeah, we can't afford to be wasting stuff. So I just start taking 3 or 4 a day when I come in, just to kind of, maybe make the swelling in my knees go down or whatever.
Sure.
I don't have swelling in my knees, but no, that's what you do. That's what old people do. They just take tons of medicine just as a precautionary measure.
Maybe it'll counteract the damage that your heart is having from those energy drinks.
Yeah, I got to get. I really am, Rob. I had this thought the other day. I should give up drinking, period, and energy drinks.
You should pick one of those at a time.
Stagger them.
Yeah, might be a lot at one time. Yeah.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
All right, we got a lot going on today when it comes to Ace and Friends. But there is a war about to be waged on men if this woman has her way. And men need to be aware because women are coming for us. Coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
It's the Battle of the Sexes 2024 about to take place. There's a woman who is prepared to wage war on all men.
People are talking about this issue, and it is affecting so many people, so it's time I break my silence. Men's bare feet should be as policed as women's nipples, if not more. Because I am sick of going outside and seeing men clomping about town without a care in the world in their flip-flops and sandals, their disgusting toes sticking out for the whole world to see. Makes me sick. Put it inside a sock, inside a shoe forever. That is the price you pay as a man. Sorry, but your feet should not get to breathe. We should not have to be subjected to that.
I've been seeing a lot of that kind of content lately, like women just freaking out like, oh, it's so disgusting.
There are a lot of guys who don't take care of their feet as well as they should. And I think that's part of the problem. Also, men's feet, and I'm not a foot person, But men's feet aren't as just in general. Men in general are not as attractive as women.
No.
So you don't hear of women being attracted to men's feet.
No, it never happens.
Never.
The foot freak people are always guys.
Always guys.
But I would love to meet just one woman that's like, oh,
When you just one woman that's like, I'm totally get so excited when I see his feet.
yeah, I think that would be the funniest thing ever. But I get it. Like, men's feet are kind of gross, but
Yeah.
like they're now like getting angry about it.
So I can easily see where when you're dealing with, every guy you see or almost every guy you see, their feet aren't as well kept as they should be, or their feet are hairy, whatever the case may be. It's not as sweet and cute as a woman's feet.
Yeah.
I found there's a woman online that says she has a strong foot fetish.
Really?
Yeah.
A younger woman?
I'll tell you what, her profile picture is just her feet. So clearly she's just, she's into everybody's feet.
Because if I could make money selling, pictures of my feet, like in gravy and stuff, I would do that.
Why don't we jump to in gravy?
Whatever you do, because they say the people online that sell the pictures of their feet, that they're always like in mashed potatoes or in gravy or something like that.
I think you have to do one of those things where it's like you put the phone on the ground and pretend like you're stepping on it. The weird men are really into that.
Well, yes, but nobody wants to see the bottom of my feet because they don't look good.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, I can't help you no more.
I appreciate the idea, though, Rob. Thank you.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
We've got to get more details because one of the biggest movies in the history of movies is about to be released. And it's a big deal for our Tech D Rob. But is it as big a deal for his girlfriend? They have a weird relationship. We'll get into the details next. Hang on.
Coming up is Ace and Friends.
Sorry, that was a mess there. Hang on, Robbie. I'll do it again for you.
All right.
This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Ace and Friends.
A minute ago, we were talking about feet. This woman that wants to take it from men to keep their feet covered up at all times. Are there people we've spoken to in the past that you remember? Or who are they, I guess, is a better question. Because I always think we have these feet conversations. A long time ago, when I first found out about, the feet places online and everything, we talked to a woman, I'll never forget her. She said that she was being paid to take pictures of her feet in heels or different open-toed shoes, revving a car engine. That she had also done some stuff like stepping in birthday cakes, and that's where I get the reference to mashed potatoes all the time. But the vast majority were she would sit in a car and set up the camera or whatever, and film herself pressing the accelerator so you could see her foot and her calf. That's all you could see, knee down.
For the car guys.
And that she got paid for that. And a lot of it was the car guys. A lot of it was the combination of her feet with the sound of the revving engine. But a lot of it was guys that like to see her calves work in conjunction with her feet.
Oh.
Which is weird, but I've never forgotten that person.
Yeah, that's not something you forget.
I think about that person anytime feet come up. It's like, I wonder whatever happened to that lady who told us about that story.
Oh. Did she make money?
Yeah.
Made significant
She
amount
said,
of money?
I don't know how much, but she said she made good money doing it. She made a decent amount of money. She said, not as if I'm working very hard.
Yeah, I guess work smarter, not harder.
30, 45 minutes a day, just take some new pictures in the car with different shoes on or something.
And she was wearing shoes?
You're done. Yeah, she said usually she's wearing open-toed shoes. They had to be open-toed shoes or shoes that show off her feet and her calves.
That is so weird.
So she wore shorts or a dress all the time. It's very weird. But it's one of those people we've talked to before that I will always remember that person. I don't know her name or anything. I just remember that person. Is there one that we've talked to before, Riggins, that stands out to you? Or Rob, is there one that stands out to you that somebody we talked to on this show that you're like, I'll never forget that person?
Yeah, that woman, I don't want to call her crazy, but she was saying a lot of crazy things, and then she ended up going, Ace, man, chill out.
Oh, I forgot about her.
We talked to her a couple times, I think, and I don't even remember why, but that was sort of the last real character I remember that we had on the show.
Her name was Karen.
That's
Is that
right.
it? Karen?
Yeah, Karen. She was from Lawndale, North Carolina, I believe. Yeah, and I was like, hey, I don't know what I got aggravated with her about one day. She told me, hey, you chill out, man.
Ace, man, chill out. And she was talking about like the kings and the aces and it was sort of incoherent, but just sort of you sit back and just listen to her ramble was entertaining.
But it's proof even crazy people can be right, because I could stand to chill out every now and then.
Yeah, well, true.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. I got options. What are the options?
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
This is Ace and Friends.
I am not endorsing what I'm about to tell you. It is genius. However, some would say evil genius. There is a woman who is at an age where, people she knows is getting married. So you go to a lot of weddings.
Sure.
Which can be expensive. You got to have a dress. Sometimes there's travel, a hotel, all those types of things. And a gift. So she has a solution for the gift. She goes to Target and gets a gift card. Doesn't put any money on it. Writes on the back of the gift card $100. And puts that in the card that she buys for them at Target, the wedding card. So the gift card is in the wedding card. She writes $100 on it. That way, when they open their gift, she gave us a Target gift card to get stuff for our house. She gives us $100 at Target. That's great. Then when they go to the store and they try to use it, they assume it's the store's fault.
Yeah. And that's it?
Yeah, kind of it. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's awful.
She said she's done it about 10 times, and only once did the bride call her and ask her about it. She said in that case, she ran right out and got her a new card and sent it to her.
Oh, not nice.
So of 10 gift cards, 10 wedding gifts, she's only spent $100. And she gypped the other 9 people whose wedding she attended.
That's sad.
Now,
what kind of friend are you?
Yeah, she shared it like saying, hey, I'm a genius. Steal my idea.
You're a genius? No, you're just a bad friend.
I think you're not a good person.
No, I'd prefer you not get me anything if that's the case. Obviously.
Yeah, if you were to find out, I would feel like, I guess I'm such a burden to you, inviting you to my wedding. Not that it would be a big deal. I never worry about gifts that much. But it's like, it would make me feel bad about myself. Like, oh, man, you make me feel bad like I'm not important enough or something.
Yeah, that's a weird flex.
Okay. So I thought it made her a bad person. She's sharing it as if to say, like I said, I'm a genius.
Okay.
Rob?
Oh, it's not okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's awful.
Well, the way you say that makes me think you thought I wouldn't say that.
No, I just am curious. I feel you didn't speak right up, and so it made me concerned that you might have thought it wasn't an okay thing to do.
Okay.
No, Rob doesn't seem like the type. Rob would just not come to your wedding.
Yeah, I would just avoid sending you anything.
Which I would prefer.
And then if they said something, I'd be like, oh, I guess it got lost. I'll get you a new one, I guess.
Yeah.
Then would you get a new one? Or they have to call you twice. Hey, it must have got lost again. I don't know.
I don't know that I could do that twice, but I'd give it a shot.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you know you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call. 704-800-4719. 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
My mom never had an Alexa. My dad died like 12, almost 13 years ago. So he never had anything like that. My mom just died a year and a half ago, and she never had anything like an Alexa. Didn't want it, didn't like the idea of having this thing in her house that was observing everything at all times, that kind of stuff. But Riggins, your parents have Alexa.
Yeah.
Rob, does your mom have one?
Yes.
Okay. Is this what it's like when they need something?
Okay, Google. I'm looking for the movie that Bruce Willis played in that was connected to Glass and Unbreakable, where he came in at the end and visited the character in the jail cell, and the character could change into different characters, and Bruce Willis came in the end and visited him in the cell. What movie was that? It was connected with Unbreakable. Oh.
You can't be putting paragraphs in the thing.
On the website ScreenRant.com, they say, Split is a secret sequel to Unbreakable that cleverly connects the two movies.
And it got it right.
And it's still
Dang, I love that.
Now,
so you know that mom's probably like, oh, I can't do it?
Now,
Yeah.
she talked for 22 seconds. That was a
Golly.
22-second explanation of what she was going for with that movie. And it did find the right movie.
It knew and in an instant.
But that is hilarious the way she explains it to Alexa. Hey. Is that what it sounds like when your parents do it, Riggins?
They're not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's sort of more off the wall questions like, I don't know, who was it the other day?
The other day you came in and you said that you were sitting there and all of a sudden your dad just yelled at it. Is Sheila E. alive?
Is Sheila E. alive? Still alive? I was like, what did I just walk into? Because I guarantee you my mom doesn't know who Sheila E. is. But yeah, like it's the most bizarre questions. Like, are the original members of what the hell, Air Supply still in the band? Yeah. You know, they're better than that woman. But that's crazy. That is crazy.
So their questions are better. They're phrased better. They're more concise. There are just a lot more questions, and they're more unusual.
Yeah.
Are a lot of them about music and TV?
A lot of music and celebrity stuff. Like, is this person still around? What's their last big movie? But they love it. Yeah. They love it. They talk to her like she's part of the family.
Does your mom, Rob?
No, not really.
Okay. I'm just curious. The way Riggins has described his parents using Alexa is hilarious to me.
They even got a second one for outside because I gave them the first one and I was like, and you can also play music when you have people over, and that just like blew their minds how loud it would get because it sounds pretty good. So they got another one outside, and my dad gets the Cubs scores. You know, if he's not watching the game, yeah, he loves that thing.
It's a Cubs score.
Yeah, he loves it.
Play, and then just go on like
play. What was he listening to? Play the new song by the band Tuxedo. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
This is Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're again going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Ace and Friends.
Is bougie a phrase that people still use very often? I don't hear it much.
Yeah, you don't hear it as often.
As if, someone is being bougie. But I saw this yesterday on Reddit. The concept being your house key makes you bougie. As in, you are bougie if you do not have a house key. If you look at somebody's key ring and they do not have a house key on it, oh, they're bougie.
Oh, because you've got the...
Because that means you've got a code at your door to get in.
No, that's not what bougie means. They misunderstand the phrase then.
I have, when I bought the place where I live now, it has the code on the front door thing.
Yeah.
We also got a key. You know, so you have a key to the back door, to the garage door.
Sure.
And I know when we first moved in, we'd been living there about a month. And my wife texts me, "You locked the door to the garage."
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be safe. I locked the door to the garage when I left the house. I locked all the doors. Well, nobody's going to get in the garage. I said, what does it matter? You have a key. I don't keep it with me.
Yeah.
Well, then why do you have it?
And I was like, well, that was my question. Then Amanda, why do you have the key? She goes, I park in the garage. I don't need a key to the garage door. The garage door should be open all the time. The door into the kitchen should be open all the time. The garage door is that's the barrier for her.
Yeah. Our house was the same way. Never locked that door.
I didn't think about it until then, but she was right. At my house growing up, when the garage door worked, for years our garage door didn't work. It was up for all the time for a very long time, maybe a decade. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it was broken and it kind of hung on one side just a little bit out of kilter. So just like leave it alone, don't mess with it. Yeah, but that garage door, when the garage door worked, the door from the garage to the kitchen was never locked.
Yeah, no. So I would still carry a key, but I understand the frustration.
Yeah, because my concern is always what were to happen? What if that thing malfunctions one day? Now I can't get in the house.
Yeah, as somebody who grew up with a broken garage door, you had a different life experience than she did.
And I don't have a loose pane in the laundry room that I can go and pop out and climb in through the window in there.
Yeah.
We had one of those. We had one it got broken one time, and it was always kind of loose. So if you needed to get in, you locked yourself out. You could pop that out, unlock the window, raise it up, and go in, slide in on top of the washing machine.
All right, I take it back. I don't think everybody in Louisiana is poor.
Thank you.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and you got a lot of pressure on you right now with the credit card debt. Let Richard help you. What are you going to do?
We're going to skip summer and make payments in the fall. How about that?
Nice.
And the best part about it is they're going to do that using the equity in your very own home. All you have to do is let Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies walk you through the process. It starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Ace and Friends. Whether it's good or bad.
Hey, did you see that?
Can you not?
Important or not.
Okay.
Don't.
Sorry.
This is the story you'll be talking about the rest of the day.
Because sometime today, if you're on social media at all, this person's name or likeness will pop up. The world has come to know her as the Hawk Tuah girl. We're not going to get into how she became famous. You know the story. She currently has 1.9 million followers, I think on Instagram or TikTok, one or the other. And literally, it just happened. She even have an account, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And now she just recently got paid $30,000 for a 2-hour appearance?
Yeah.
$30,000 for a 2-hour appearance. About a week after she became the talk of the internet, she'd sold $65,000 worth of merch. So I'm sure that number has continued to grow. But the reason you'll be talking about the story the rest of the day is that possibly her 15 minutes of fame are over. She really hasn't done anything else. And remember,
yeah, I think
that was just a moment. She said one funny thing that went viral.
Yeah.
So it's not as if she had created or was a content creator at the time.
Yeah.
Or had a plan. Something just happened that you can't imagine happening. Well, she was at the Rock the South Festival and she was brought out to announce Jelly Roll. And if you've seen the video, you know it was super uncomfortable. She said, Jelly Roll. And not a single sound was made by the crowd.
Silence.
And then someone on the stage grabbed a mic and said, "Let's give it up for Haley." That's her real name. And even more silence.
Yeah. And I think it was in Coleman, Alabama, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And, the people in Coleman, Alabama, good people, and they're like, we don't play like that.
Yeah.
That is not our sense of humor. And, you could have heard a pin drop.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, she also doesn't know how. I was talking to somebody about it. To hype up a crowd is a skill.
Is a skill.
And she thought, I'll go out there, and not her fault. They were like, hey, do you mind going out there? Not her fault. But she doesn't have what it takes to hype up a crowd. Yeah. And it was obvious.
There is an art to doing it. But among some of the quotes, I just got secondhand embarrassment so bad. And the crowd went mild.
Yeah.
And my favorite, she was June. This is July.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's how quickly this thing turned.
Yeah.
1.9 million Instagram users followers in less than a month. And this is July, and her time may be up.
Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
Seems like for the past couple of years, there's been a lot of talk about men's height. The whole women want a guy over 6 feet who makes six figures, that kind of stuff.
6'5", blue eyes.
6 feet seems to be the line of demarcation for a lot of people. But we found a lady who likes to point out things aren't always as great as they seem when you date a quote-unquote big man.
Oh, I need a big boy. I like tall men, this. Yeah, it's all fun and games until you fall in love with a big man, and then you have his big-headed, long-legged 99th percentile baby, and you're lugging around a 25-pound car seat in the July heat. Okay? And then the pediatrician tells you that you have to get jockstrap itch cream to put in your baby's neck rolls because he's got yeast. Oh my God. You don't need a big man. You don't need a tall man. You need an appropriately sized one, because this whole having a 99th percentile everything baby as a 5'4" woman is not what it's cracked up to be.
Jock itch cream for the neck rolls on the baby is something else.
We don't have it that bad, but I have a 13-month-old. He turned 13 months this week, and he is in the 99th percentile in height and the 97th percentile in weight. He weighed 26.8 pounds.
Goodness.
This week when he went to the doctor.
Wow. Yeah, you got like an offensive lineman on your hands.
Yeah. And trust me, like go to a gym and just take a 25-pound weight and put it in your arm and then just walk around for an hour.
Yeah. That's what it's like.
And then occasionally let it kind of fall, or let somebody walk by and kind of tug on it or pull it where you've got to adjust real fast.
Oh my gosh.
See what that's like.
That's crazy.
Because it will exhaust you after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, the car seat thing, I get that. I was telling my friends over the weekend, the only thing about having a baby at my age, my advanced age, is it's been so long that you get so used to having had 2 kids before Dax. My son is now 21, about to be 22, so there's a 20-year and change age gap between the two of them. Hey, get your stuff, let's get in the car.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I got to get this car seat. I got to put him in the car. I got to get a diaper bag. Changing diapers, all that stuff, being a baby, the time, not sleeping, all that, not a problem. These are the little things that exhaust me.
It's like the packing of the stuff to go anywhere.
There's always got to be stuff. You can never just get up and go. I can't just get up and go. I got to strap him in.
Yeah.
And he's got to have snacks. He's got to have a toy. Do we have a binky? Do we have the diapers in the diaper bag? Do we have the whole diaper bag?
I don't know where you're complaining. It sounds fun.
I'm just trying to go buy some lottery tickets. I got to do all this, man.
This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, we're here once again with our friend Richard Toccato of the Richard Toccato Companies, and there are a lot of people in credit card debt right now. I mean, the credit card debt is hot. Now, Richard is the guy that could possibly be relieving you of that credit card heat.
That's right. Let's cool you off for summer. Ooh. No payments till fall and get rid of all the credit card debt. Ace, we paid off $67,000 with the extra equity that everybody is gaining in this market. Literally, she is saving $1,326 a month. If you have credit card debt, get rid of it. Take the pressure off.
This is a member of the radio family who is saving $1,326 a month, all using the equity within her home, all because she called 704-800-4719 and let Richard show her how it works. Or you can also go to homewithrichard.com. But again, you've got the money right there. Let the Richard Toccato Companies help you. 704-800-4719, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Ace and Friends.
So, possibly the biggest R-rated movie in history opens Thursday, right, Rob?
That's correct.
Okay, it's Deadpool. Is it Deadpool versus Wolverine or Deadpool
and Wolverine?
And it's going to be massive. They're expecting to make worldwide about $380 million this weekend alone, this coming weekend. Rob already has tickets. He bought tickets 2 months ago. And you are going with your girlfriend, Meredith.
Correct.
And she loves the movies, but not to the extent that you love the movies.
Yes, like as far as Marvel movies go, she likes Spider-Man. She watched all the Ant-Man movies with me, and then the Deadpool movies. There's not really many other ones that she's watched.
So when you go to the movies with her, this is a more important movie to you than it is to her.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a question asker during the movies?
Not really.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Because that would be annoying when a movie is very important to you and then someone is trying to talk to you. It's like, hey, can we stop talking and focus on what's happening in the movie?
Yeah, I will. I can tell you something that I do when I go see a movie with her.
I mean, meaning a movie that she enjoys.
Yeah, so if she likes movies where there's some sort of like mystery and then what's going on.
Yeah,
I always like to lean in and tell her what the mystery is going to be because I can figure it out usually before she can, and she always goes, "Just shut up."
You spoil it for her.
Why would you purposefully spoil her movie? That's her chance to enjoy the movie.
I don't have a good reason, to be honest with you.
Because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things.
I also I want her to be impressed that I could figure it out before the normal person would figure it out.
Yeah.
It doesn't impress her.
No, she probably finds it super annoying.
She certainly does.
How often are you're usually right?
A majority of the time, yeah.
And Rob's a guy that will avoid the internet totally to avoid spoilers about a movie he's really excited to see.
Yeah, you will sit there and purposefully spoil it for her just so she knows that you're smarter when it comes to the movie than her.
I like for her to know that, you know what, I figured it out before everybody else in this theater did.
That says something about your ego.
Yeah, for sure. I need people to know that I'm smart.
Yeah, it definitely means that you put your ego above her enjoyment of this thing that she's more interested in than you.
I like that movie Long Legs. We went and saw that, and I told her like who was going to be involved with it, and that it was right.
In a million years, I would not do that because you're here for her enjoyment.
Yeah, when I think about it now, it doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
No, it does not.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
It's been a couple of weeks because we were off on vacation, so there's a lot of ground to make up. With my sister, live from Pineville, Louisiana. This is Paranormal Piper from Pineville.
Good morning.
Yes. Woo! All right, so let's cover a couple of things real quick. In the world of the paranormal, what is the latest with what you've got going on?
We're a 3-member team, and one of our lead members who does our bookings is having a baby this coming Thursday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So we're kind of laying low on the paranormal stuff.
Right. So
we're probably going to do some stuff around here, like at the historical cemeteries.
okay, doing any readings or anything like that? How's it going with your online readings that you do, the tarot
I've been
cards
doing
and stuff?
some private readings. I'll be back. I will be on live tonight.
Okay.
Doing public readings, and it's $7 for a full reading. Questions are $2, and for a 12-month reading, it's $20.
Okay, so meaning questions, you just do a general reading and they can ask you a question about the reading you just did? About
They
the
just
world?
ask me a question about anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't answer any questions unless it's a private reading. I don't do anything about pregnancy, their health, or anything law related.
Okay.
I don't do anything like that live.
Okay, now I have a question. This is my sister, Paranormal Piper from Pineville, Louisiana. And plug your stuff. Gypsy Souls 779.
Yes.
All right, the Gypsy Souls 779 tonight on TikTok. We've got about a minute here, but we can take a break and come back to get the rest this full answer. But people ask you for legal advice?
Yes. Yes.
Like what? like give me an example real quick of what people are asking you about for legal advice.
Like, will I be able to maintain custody of my kids?
Oh God.
Or am I gonna be spending time in jail, or am I gonna have to do like probation?
Oh my God, in heaven.
Ooh, that's heavy.
All right. More on this in a minute. Hang on.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
Still on the phone with us from Pineville, Louisiana, in our childhood home. This is my sister, Paranormal Piper from Pineville, and we call her that because she does all kinds of things. Like she does some paranormal stuff. Like ghost hunting, that kind of thing. But she also does readings, and we just found out that you're going to be live tonight on your TikTok, right?
Yes.
At what time?
Yes. About 8:30 Central Time.
Okay, 8:30 Central Time.
Which would be 9:30 your time.
Gypsy Soul 779, and on TikTok. And she was just telling us a minute ago that people ask her when she's doing these public readings, like online, they ask her questions and pay her money to ask her questions, legal stuff. Like, so you said things like, will I have to do jail time? And you can read a tarot card and tell them whether or not they're going to jail?
I can, but I don't like to do that because the way it works is the way things are looking right now with what I'm getting from energy and vibrations is what I tell them I'm seeing right now. However, between now and that court date, things can change.
Sure, of
just
course.
like I don't tell people, if they ask me, okay, well, when am I gonna pass on? I don't deal with anything dark like that in any way whatsoever.
I have a quick question.
Yes, Rob.
Is it because knowing your future makes it change? Is that specifically why you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because your path is, as it states in the Bible, Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the path I have laid for you. Your path has been laid out. The path that you're going to walk, has been laid for you. So it's not my job to mess with that path.
Yeah.
So that's why there are certain things I will not answer.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get in trouble with the big guy.
So you remember so if people knew, they would act differently, which could alter their quote unquote path.
Yes.
That's how it works in movies. I know
That makes sense. Okay. What'd you say, Rob? That's how it works in movies.
I don't want to get in trouble with the big guy upstairs. You know
Butterfly
what I'm saying?
So in 30 seconds, let's catch us updated on one more thing. My nephew Jeremiah just turned 15. He's an Elvis. He's an ETA, Elvis tribute artist. How's that going?
Oh my gosh! Oh Lord! He's got his next performance. He may have a what they call a pop-up performance tonight at Pedro's Mexican Restaurant.
Okay.
And then he is performing this coming Saturday for the Alexandria Mall's Back to School Bash.
Hell yeah!
Nothing says back to school like Elvis.
Oh my!
Yeah. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 nursing home gigs coming up.
I bet there's good money there. Seriously, I bet he's hot on the nursing home gig. That's some good money.
Oh my God! Look, we go just to visit. God bless them. They're so sweet. He can't go unless he's in Elvis clothes. Like if we go to see Marianne.
Yeah. Marianne's our stepmom who's in a nursing home.
That's who they expect.
Yeah, you don't want to break the illusion.
Yeah.
Right.
So look, look tonight. Pedro's Mexican Restaurant. Go to Pedro's Mexican Restaurant. You can have some fajitas and with a little side dish of Elvis doing pork salad, Annie.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And he really is good. Hair dyed, the whole thing.
Available for bookings. We do travel. So
there you go. They will travel.
You got it.
Send a message to her TikTok. What was it again? Gypsy Soul.
Soul 779.
There you go.
There you go. And check out my sister tonight live on TikTok. All right.
You got it.
Well,
I'll be it.
Go have a good day. I know you're still digging out stuff in the house. She texts me every day. You want this book I found of yours? No. Yes. No.
No.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Piper. Love you.
Love you too. You have a good day.
It's my sister, Paranormal Piper from Pineville.
This is Ace and Friends.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it.
Ace and Friends.
What's wrong, Riggins? You seem to be I don't know if shell-shocked is the proper term.
No, it's probably the proper term. Something else.
What is it about talking to my sister Piper a minute ago, Paranormal Piper from Pineville, that leaves you kind of like, wow, what is going on?
Anything I say is going to sound mean, and I don't want to be mean.
Yeah.
But it's just a different world.
Let me phrase it this way. Yeah, it's different. It's an unusual scenario.
Yeah.
To think that there's someone who is into the paranormal, doing tarot card readings and all that.
Yeah.
And also has a son who is an Elvis tribute artist.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like two interesting things. It's rare to find one or the other, but not both happening at one time.
Yeah, but there is like an invisible thread that runs through it all.
Which is?
This is where I'm going to be mean. I'd rather not say, but I think you know. That is just crazy.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and he's all about options. That's what you're always saying. I got options. Options.
The options are to get the equity out of your house at the most cost-effective way that's going to save you the most amount of money, paying off credit cards, home improvement, whatever you want to do.
And that's one of the reasons you would use the Richard Toccato Companies instead of a bank, because they give you so many options. And it all starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Ace and Friends.
A good sense of humor is always at the top of the list of things women want from men when they're going out with them, when they're dating. Got to have a good sense of humor. Good sense of humor, the ability to make her laugh, trumps looks, wealth, and all these surveys. It's always a good sense of humor is the first thing. But here's a woman who found a guy who maybe this is the point where she knows there's not much future in this relationship
I
here.
went on a date last night, a second date, and we were kissing on my garden, and a dog barked, like a neighbor's dog, And I pulled away and I said, "Was that you?" And I don't think he understood. And he goes, "No." And then I pointed to his crotch and I said, "Was it him?" And I don't even think he got the joke.
She's funny. How does he not laugh at that?
I don't know that I would laugh either. That would have been, I mean, I would get the joke, I think.
Oh, God.
That is weird.
It is weird, but in kind of a weird, funny way. Like, oh, okay, she's got a sense of humor. She's making jokes. That was good.
I'd laugh for the rest of the evening about that.
Really? Oh, I don't know that I would. Was it him? What is wrong with you?
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.